I am making a shortbread with lavender sugar that my mom made and some lavender extract. And I have never made this before, but what I'm doing is using the King Arthur flour shortbread recipe and then adding the lavender flavor. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and then a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract or the flavor of your choice. So I'm going to put the lavender as the flavor of my choice and then put the lavender sugar on top. So it says to start with a cup of butter, and so I'm going to, it wants it at a cool room temperature. I'm just going to, it's been in the fridge, so I might, it wants you to cream this with the powdered sugar. I might have to chop it a little bit with my pastry cutter. For a shortbread, it's important to use the best butter you can find because it's basically just butter, sugar, and flour. So the butter flavor is going to be a really important part of this recipe. So I'm using a Killarney Irish butter. I think it's called Killarney. And my pastry blender, just because it was not soft enough to cream, so I'm just going to break it up a little bit. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then it says a 1/4 teaspoon of another flavor. So I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of lavender extract. Alright, now it's soft enough, the butter's soft enough, and with this little bit of extract it's able to cream with the powdered sugar now. I'm going to add the flour. And I found this recipe online. It's from King Arthur flour. The only thing I did different was add the vanilla or the lavender extract and lavender sugar. And I'm just incorporating the flour a little bit at a time. And they even say in the recipe it'll be kind of dry, especially if you're doing it by hand without the electric mixer, but to just keep working it until it all comes together. Have faith. Now I think I went, it says if it's still not coming together, add a tablespoon of water, and I did that. And one reason is I had actually not had, I was missing a tablespoon of butter because I had used some on my toast, so I had a little less butter than was necessary. Now I'm just pressing it into a pie dish. I don't have a shortcake pan, so I'm using pie dishes. So I'm not sure if this is the prettiest shortbread you've ever seen, but it did taste good. definitely has a rustic look going. So I just scored partway through the dough, and then now I'm pricking it with a fork and kind of holding the prick so it kind of tears a little bit. And that will allow steam to rise so it won't get bubbles in it. And then the scoring with the knife was where you will break the shortbread apart after it's done baking. So now for some lavender sugar, and this is edible lavender that my mother harvested, and it's been steeping in the sugar for about 2 months, and I'm going to clean off some more of her edible lavender just to decorate the top with. Shortbread because my oven is broken. So I put both batches in the freezer, wrapped in double wrapping, and I'm going to take it to my mother's kitchen and bake it there.